Hello, this is Marcus Giuliano, and I'm the chef and owner of Aroma Thyme Bistro, the Hudson Valley's first green certified restaurant located 90 minutes north of New York City in the beautiful Hudson Valley. And Twitter going off right now. Somebody retweeting something. I love Twitter. You can find me all over Twitter. I have a couple different accounts. At Healthy Chef Dude, at Aroma Thyme, and I have a couple other ones too, some advocate Twitter accounts. But today's topic is food safety and what to do when you get food poisoning or just when you get an irritation from eating out. I got to tell you, sanitation is a major issue, especially when you go to potluck dinners and you go to barbecues and when you go to restaurants. People really underestimate how food gets contaminated. And you know, a lot of times food's contaminated in the fields, and you know, when the food is getting grown because of water supplies and chemicals and stuff like that. But I got to tell you, once stuff starts getting repacked in warehouses, and you know, the sanitation's not quite up, people go to the bathroom, they come back, they repack stuff. Because a good produce company, a bigger produce company, I mean, you can literally, instead of buying a case of celery, you can buy 3 pieces of celery, 3 heads of celery. You can buy a dozen oranges. Well, oranges come in a 40-pound box. So at some point, somebody has to stick their hand in and grab it and repack it. And when it gets to a restaurant, it has to get handled again because it's probably going to go from the bag that it's in or something, or the little box that it's in, and get pulled back out and stuck into a different container. And I got to tell you, people aren't washing their hands along the way, and especially when it starts getting with lettuces and things like that that are not going to get cooked, it becomes an issue. You ever go to a restaurant and the next day you feel very gassy and very bloated? Well, that's something that's going on in your system that really isn't right. It's some kind of reaction. Some people get it because they're allergic to things like wheat. So if you eat wheat, it goes into your intestines, and your intestines quite can't handle it, and so up comes a swelling, and then, you know, it doesn't mix right with the food and the food combining, and there's a lot of things that can actually produce gas, okay? And we all know what it's like. The next day you're like, wow, what did I eat yesterday? Here's the best single way to alleviate food poisoning, gas, just an uncomfortable feeling, a bloating feeling after you go to a restaurant. Activated charcoal. Activated charcoal has been used since 5000 BC. It is an amazing, amazing product. It's actually charcoal. I remember the first time I was actually introduced to charcoal or heard of charcoal. A friend of mine in high school had overdosed on alcohol and had to go to the hospital, and they were giving her a good amount of charcoal to absorb. Charcoal is like a sponge. It literally absorbs. Did you know that 1 teaspoon of activated charcoal has the equivalent absorption power of like 10,000 square feet? It is amazing. It is an amazing product. It has amazing benefits. And the good thing is, not only can you use it internally, but you can use it externally as a poultice. You can rub it on poison ivy, mix it with a little water or something, put it on blemishes, skin blemishes, poison ivy, rashes, things like that. And it's actually going to draw stuff out, especially on poison ivy. It's going to draw all that out. It's really, really an awesome product. But if you're going to take charcoal, activated charcoal tablets, one of the gurus that I follow, Gary Null, he actually recommends that you take 10 capsules. That's a lot, but 10 capsules. I usually do like 4 or 5. I went out to eat in the last month. I've gone out to eat twice, where I've had an experience where the next day I've been very, very gassy and very bloated, and I just knew that something wasn't right somewhere. Either I wasn't combining the food properly, or there's some kind of bacteria on the food. Food poisoning goes unreported daily. E. coli goes unreported daily. You know, 10,000 some cases a day go unreported because people just aren't sick enough to go to the doctor, or if they go to the hospital or doctor, it's misdiagnosed. But you know, we really are very sensitive to what we eat, and the people that are making our food are very unsensitive to the hygiene and sanitation. So activated charcoal is a miracle. I love the product. I do 3 to 5 capsules as soon as I feel gassy on something. Or you can just take it as you know, if you know you're going somewhere and you're like, you know, I'm a little wary about the food and this and that. I know some people that don't eat when they travel just because it's just, they're very unwary of the food, about people preparing their food. And, you know, I'm a restaurateur, I'm a chef. I've seen a lot of that stuff, how things get cross-contaminated. So it's a really big issue. So I travel with activated charcoal. I don't leave my house without it when I travel. That's one of my mainstays, activated charcoal, and I keep it on the counter at home because you just never know when something doesn't react in your system. So do some more research for yourself on activated charcoal. You can buy it at the health food store. It's really inexpensive. A bottle of like 90, 100 capsules is like $10 or something. It's really, really inexpensive. A must-have for every household. Activated charcoal, it's what to do when you're feeling a little gassy or bloated or not feeling well. I'm Marcus Giuliano. I am, find all my stuff at chefonamission.com. And you can also find all my videos on marcusg.tv, where I talk about health, nutrition, and wine and beer and a bunch of other restaurant-related things. So thank you for watching. Drop a comment, and thank you for watching.